If you've been scrolling through socials this week, you couldn't miss the chaos. Katt Williams is in the hot seat once again. This time, people are digging up that infamous moment with the late talk show host Wanda Smith. The one where Katt went off roasting her on her own platform. The clip is resurfacing like wildfire, and now folks are pointing fingers, saying Katt didn't just clown Wanda. They're claiming he straight up wrecked the career she spent decades building. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli, and they love my baked chicken. Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli, and tell me he doesn't say heat up water. That's the only step in broccoli simmer. Have you ever heard of burn broccoli? Can you burn broccoli? The backlash is brutal. People are blasting him online, calling him a pozos and demanding accountability. And here's the twist. This storm comes right after Katt publicly apologized for mocking Michael Jackson in one of his old comedy specials. Now fans are piling on insisting he needs to apologize to Wanda's family too. But here's the twist. Not everybody is buying that story. That's why I don't be coming out doing comedy all the time, cause y'all, __ is the worst, __ I've ever tried to entertain in my __ Dave Chappelle of all people stepped right into the fire to defend Katt Williams, and he's not holding back. Chappelle is saying straight up that the whole Wanda situation was nothing more than comedy, and Katt was just doing what he's always done, snapping back when somebody tried to test him. He even pointed out that people knew Katt was raw and unfiltered from the jump. So why act shocked now? I shouldn't have. Am honestly like some of these things are the reason that the enemy decides to go ahead and let you be famous is your ability to tear down your own kind no matter how high they are. And Chappelle didn't stop there. He called out fans for being obsessed with digging through someone's past just to find dirt, dragging up clips from years ago, and trying to use them as weapons today. According to him, this cancel culture energy is overblown, and the internet is guilty of rewriting history for clicks and clout. So, let's break it down. This might be the noblest of professions. Robin Williams had a bar that I loved. He said, "Comedy is the only job you can have where you can use everything, you know." And that's true. You can use more than you know. If you use what you think, use it. Don't be afraid. Don't let these __ button your lip. Say it anyway. What really happened between Katt and Wanda? Why this old interview is suddenly resurfacing out of nowhere? And why Chappelle believes the cancel crowd is once again blowing smoke out of thin air. So, here's where it gets even wilder. Katt Williams recently came out with an apology aimed straight at Michael Jackson's family, admitting he regrets all those savage jokes he used to crack about MJ and his old comedy specials. Were you at under the sound of my voice? Do you have a real coworker? Right. Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, "I want to give it to Brad Pitt." The only thing before that in the movie with me is, "I slept with this white man and I got a white baby." She had a white husband for the 14 years she'd been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, and then now we're at Brad Pitt. So, hey, you can say whatever you want. She says she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that. I support Lionel, Melanie Camacho, Miss Laura, all the people that got skipped over in the list between now and then. It's no shade to nobody. We are in the only business where as a black woman, what you look like is not supposed to be held against you. And time again, they show you that you can be sidetracked by anything light-skinned. Katt confessed that looking back, those shots at Michael weren't just jokes. They were part of something bigger, something darker. He revealed that in hindsight, he sees how the people who gave him the stage and cut the checks weren't innocent at all. According to Katt, there was an agenda behind it. An ugly setup designed to pit black men against each other and profit off the spectacle. And that's all it took for the internet to light up again. You cook. Do you cook for your kids? Absolutely. Tell me some of the things you cook that they're proud of. Like, Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak. What do you have? I said, what are they like? Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean I said you answer the question and just tell me. Man, you're a strong black woman. Is it okay for me to come on? You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over the airwaves. trolls and critics blasting Katt Williams as a hypocrite, saying, if he's really sorry, then he owes apologies to a lot more people, starting with the late Wanda Smith. The backlash was instant and ugly, with fans flooding comment sections and timelines to air out their opinions. One user flat out wrote, Katt Williams is a POS for what he did to Wanda Smith. Another chimed in, I remember when Katt Williams went in on Wanda Smith and the whole city of Atlanta laughed and rode with Katt. It was funny back then, but Katt gets beside himself too much and disrespects people. Now Wanda's gone, and suddenly everyone in Atlanta wants to act like they had her back. I would haunt you lames. That comment alone set off a storm. But it's not all hate. I have 3 boys. Excellent. Yes, I do. Aren't boys simple? Aren't boys simple? They can be. They can be. Wanda knows she what? She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning. Oh, whatever. I cook. I do it all. I didn't say that she did. That's right. I did it in the beginning, in the middle, and the end. What's your favorite thing to cook? Yeah. They like for me to I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli, and they love my baked chicken. Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli, and tell me he doesn't say heat up water. Plenty of people are still standing with Katt, and one of the loudest defenders is none other than Dave Chappelle. Chappelle even drew a bold comparison to his own controversy when folks tried to cancel him over his trans jokes. He stood tall and said, comedy is supposed to be the last safe zone where you can really speak your mind. And no comedian should let the cancel mob take their mic away. But this whole saga ain't just about cancel culture. There's a darker side of the Katt and Wanda drama that rarely gets the spotlight. Good at telling us about what's going on in jail. Yes, ma'am. Man, getting out to tell station viewer 3. Your hair is kind of joint. My hair is 19 and long, and I have no perm. You don't. Oops. Oh, that's not a perm. No, it is not. Nice lady. Come run. Come run one of your gnarled fingers here. While you on air so they can hear you live. Come on. Come on. Let come over here. No. That's not how that works. Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there. Don't worry. Ain't nobody putting their hands through yours. That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay? Are you out of here? Only one of our hands moving while we talking. Are you all right? Katt himself once claimed that Wanda and her husband didn't just get mad over jokes. They literally tried to take him out after things went left. That's right. Katt says this beef went way beyond comedy clubs and clapbacks. Get this inmate out of here. If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me that. Whatever, little mama. If your cholesterol is 600, whatever, little mama. I'm little mama's baby daddy. No, you little mama. Yes, ma'am. And what are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes. That's right. You big on the radio. That's right. And you're big. And you're big in prison. I've never been to prison. You have 19 felonies, no convictions. Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No. To give you the full picture, let's rewind to September 2018. Katt and fellow comedian Red Grant stopped by Frank and Wanda in the morning just to promote Red's upcoming shows in Atlanta. What should have been a light 20-minute laugh session for the radio waves turned into one of the messiest viral explosions Atlanta comedy had ever seen. Just want to talk to you because you just won an Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this isn't Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you, and to thank you for what you did putting the city on. And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't going to talk about none of that, and immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never going to call you out of your name. I'm never going to say anything disrespectful to people that look like you. It's a very thin line. I got a call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me. The segment spiraled so wild that it ended up becoming V103's most watched clip of all time. And it wasn't because of the jokes. It was because of the fallout that came after front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would as a derogatory call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there, but I have no hatred of over there. And how dare you? You did a number on it though. Hey, you did a number on them. That's legendary. No, you. And honestly, it's not hard to see why that interview exploded. Katt straight up flipped the script and turned it into a full-blown roast after Wanda